Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Michigan. Hope everybody's ready for a great night of racing action. Should be fun as we go racing for 50 laps around Michigan International Raceway. Get ready to go qualifying here in just a moment. Here live. Sorry, excuse me. I got a bad headache right now. It's kind of getting to me just a little bit. Anyway, hope everybody's ready for tonight's race. It should be good. Should be coming at you in just a moment. If we're not on Facebook, we're supposed to be. I don't think we're live over there yet. Give me just a second and make sure we are. There we go. We should be live now. Tonight's race, of course, sponsored by the Michigan Bowhunters Club 100 or Michigan Bowhunters 100. There you go. As we get set to go greet here in just a moment from Michigan. Playoff race number 2 set to take place, or number 1, I'm sorry, set to take place, and the 4 drivers that is in it. I will bring it up now because I just took it down by accident. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in here after watching the Red Sox Racing Series. A great race over there. Coming into tonight, Levi Allen, Todd Chase Jr., Ron Christians Jr., Cody Kennedy, Joe Morgani, Derek Pemberton, Alex Rosario, your top. Oh, I'm sorry, and Brian Young. Can't forget him. Your top 8 trying to make it to the Final 4 to run in 2.5 or 3 weeks, should I say. So, yeah, let's get ready to go. Why are we missing somebody? I think we are. I feel like we're missing Pate Aubin. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway. Let us know in the chat who you're pulling for. As we get set to go here live this time. I'm trying to make sure my video is live. It said it was, but kind of can't find it at the moment. All right, here we go. Let me go over here to qualify as we get ready to roll. Brian Young is out on track. We're going to go ahead and watch him and see how he does here in qualifying. There we go. Current lap. Brian Young in the playoffs here as well. So we'll see if he can do anything good here or not. One thing about this place that you're going to learn really quick is how quick this place burns tires off. It is a tire eater. Just after about 8 laps, tire wear will be done to about 60 or about 70 or 80%. So it does tend to break down pretty quick in these cars as we watch Brian Young, because he get ready to work off turn 4. We'll see what kind of lap he puts down here in his first lap coming to the start-finish line. I'll be honest, when we first put this track on here, I'm not sure how this race is going to go. We've raced here before. In the other league that we used to broadcast. But it should still be a good race, I would expect. But like I said, tires is going to be an issue, or at least I would expect it to be. But Brian Young goes to 3rd on the board. Top of the board right now, Dylan Goodwin. Here's Joe Morgani into 53. We'll see what he can do. Ron Christian Jr. goes to the top of the board. Let me actually bring up the ticker, that way you guys can see more. Todd Chase goes to 5th, Donnie 6th. Here comes Joe now to the strap. Coming across the strap this time, 41.7 goes to P4. Derek Pemberton out on the board, or out on the track. What is that paint he's driving? That is not what that paint's supposed to be, but that is cool looking. I'm not going to lie. Anyway. Derek currently on his first lap, so we'll continue to watch him for just a minute here. We'll see what he could do. I think I need to update his paint again. That's my fault, I believe. Actually, I don't know. It says it's working. I don't know, but either way, looks pretty good on that car like that. Derek going to qualify 41.883, get enough P7. Here's Bobby Goodwin. Alex Rosario goes to the top of the board, 42 or 41.461 in his first lap. Good lap there. Still a minute and 20 seconds left here in qualifying. Ron Christians Jr. second right now at the stripe. Bobby Goodwin, first lap did not, or actually just took the green flag, so we'll see how he does as he's blinking just a little bit. Hopefully that does not stay on there long. Let me know in the chat who you guys are pulling for here in the playoff races tonight. At the strap, Bobby Goodwin stays P12. I think he will not have time to finish this lap. Yeah, he's just going to shut it off. And that would do it for qualifying. Alex Rosario on top of the board. Ron Christian Jr., Dylan Goodwin, and Cody Kennedy. Right now, looking at our points, the guys that would advance if the race, if it's supposed to be an elimination race tonight, would be Alex Rosario. Let's just say their highest playoff drivers in this one. Ron Christian Jr., then it would be Cody Kennedy, and then it would be Levi Allen. All right, that's going to do it for qualifying. Here's a look at your starting lineup here tonight. It is Alex Rosario, Ron Christian, Dylan Goodwin, Cody Kennedy, Levi Allen, Joe Morgani, Derek Pemberton, Brian Young, Mr. Todd Chase Jr., Donnie going to be rolling off in 10th, Gary Smith, Bobby Goodwin, and Brian Kidda. 12 drivers, I think. Yeah. 13, sorry, I can't count. But here we go. Qualifying, like I said, is over. We're watching the cars grid up now here on the straightaway or pit lane at Michigan. Pace car should be getting ready to roll. We're still waiting on a couple more cars to grid up before that happens. Bobby and Dylan has yet to grid up, but we'll see if they do. There's Bobby, and Dylan should be popping in just a second, unless he's starting for the pits, which he may do. Look at some of your cars here throughout the field. Pretty cool Derek's car. I like that. I mean, that ain't what it's supposed to be, but Gary Smith did not grid up. Maybe want to start for the pits. Not sure. There comes the cars working off pit lane. That's crazy how much more these things lead to the left side with all that camber and these things. It does look like that Brian Kidda. I thought he elected to start from the pits. He did not. Did Gary Smith elect to start from the pits? No, he did not. He just hasn't loaded up yet, I think. The Ford Mustang pace car about ready to drop off here in just a moment. When it does, we will be ready to roll. Here we go. Playoff race number 2 set to get underway. Playoff race number 3 of round 2, should I say, set to get underway. As the pace car drops in, the green flag set to wave. And we are waiting. Green flag out of there. This playoff race is underway. Two by two as they go into turn 1. Alex Ferrer going to clear. Ron Christian's on the outside. Dylan Goodwin looking to take advantage on that low side. Watch for these tires to be a doozy here early. It takes about 2 laps for these things to really come up to pressure and warm up a little bit. As you see Cody Kennedy and Levi Allen side by side. And it's Cody blinking just a little bit there. Hopefully that calms down because they will issue warning if it does not get fixed and he will have to drop back. It looks like it's going to stable out just a little bit here. Good battle right here between Cody and Levi, however. Ron Christians Jr. also involved with this, the 48. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Levi Allen, a 41. I'm sorry, the 48 of Dylan Goodwin, should I say. Had a little moment there. Oh, Derek Pemberton just turned Joe Morgani. No, yep, caution is out. I don't know what he was doing. Here's a replay. Derek went below the white line. Yeah, that's definitely on the 81. Let's see, the 53 put a block on. Derek went below the white line. Yeah, just turned him on that one. Let's make sure he did come back up. Or did the 53 come down? He went down to put to get a run. Yeah, he definitely came back up and tagged him. Around he went. Another way to make friends in this one. So, caution lights number 1. Caution number 1 comes out. Like I said, guys, been a long night already. So, I want to apologize for the way I'm acting right now. Gonna guess you're gonna see people come down pit road. These tires are gonna fall off a lot. So I say my personal opinion, hit pit road every time you can. Even after 2 laps. We heard earlier that tires fall off within 7 laps. Some cars are not doing it, and out of all the people, yep, there they come. Derek Pemberton definitely going to come down. That's a smart move to come down pit lane. I think looks like a couple others, Bobby and Gary Schmidt also coming down. Good call. Come down, take fresh tires. Why not? Like normally, I don't care. Guys, starting January, sometime in January, we'll get the exact date for you guys once we figure it out. I want to make sure it's not near the Daytona 24 race. The Trackside Racing Championship GTE Oval Series will be live. We'll be doing that. That's going to be fun. 45-minute time races broadcasted here on TRN. You'll be running any of the GTE cars. You'll have to choose the right one, which one you like. But that's going to be fun. And we'll be advertising that quite a bit here once we start getting a little bit closer. We're still a little ways away from it, but already accepting some members. We already got a few members already in it, so make sure you guys sign up. The earlier the better. We're only going to allow at max 35 drivers. I'm not going to go any higher than that, I don't think. All right, pace lights are off on the pace car. So we are set to go back green this time. Once again, an early caution comes out on lap 3. So luckily, quick yellows. That's the good news. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag set to wave. We wait as the green flag back out of the air here once again. Alcera getting a pretty good start. Battle right now going to be back a little bit further. Right here for second, third, and fourth. We got one car going around again. That's Joe Morgani. Did he have help again? I think so. Or did he just lose it? Oh, the 31 got into him. Boy, Morgani is not having a night he wants right now. That is not the way you want to start your playoff race. He better hope these guys don't stay green. He was yellow before he is now. Oh, that's interesting. That was Gary Smith. I know Gary, I think it was Gary that wasn't real happy a couple weeks ago, but I can't remember if it was him, Brian or not, or Joe or not. I cannot remember who it was with, but. Oh, Brian Young getting a little loose coming out of turn 2. So Levi Allen right there alongside the 81 of Derek Pemberton. And the 86 right there in the middle involved. Oh, man, that 00 slid up. One thing about Michigan, turn 3 and 4 could be very slick on the bottom. Actually, Morgani might be the best situation right now. These guys may actually have an issue. Cody Kennedy, Derek Pemberton, new fastest lap, 41.863. Well, he said new tires would pay off, and, I mean, this is just, 2-lap difference. Oh, the 86 at the wall hard. That is big news for Brian Young. As he falls back. Brian Young in the playoffs here. Not what he wants. As now he's got some heavy damage on that right front. Quite a bit of damage there. As we stay green. Look at this mess. Basically like Talladega right now. This is something we normally don't see too much of. I thought we would space out a little bit. Alex Osorio, the 63 of Cody Kennedy on the inside. The 00 getting a little loose right there in front of the 40 or 48. Then you got the 45 of Ron Christian Jr. Derek Pemberton, Levi Allen, Gary Smith. Oh, somebody's way up top. That was Dylan Goodwin. Got way out of line and out of shape. He's going to give up that spot. Is Derek trying to split the difference? We was almost 4 wide just now. I'll point that out. Luckily, it breaks down to 2 by 2. Maybe now 3. We may be looking at 4 wide. Definitely 3 wide. Derek Pemberton in the middle. It's going to be interesting here. Got to watch slide it up. Still 3 wide as they work off turn 2. Still 3 wide, and he clears the 0-0. What a pass for the 81. That was definitely tough. Good racing there, though. Here's 48, Dylan Goodwin now, still up on that high side. Donnie on the bottom. You see the 0-0 right there at green and white car. I thought he was coming to pit lane. He got really low like he was wanting to. He's going to give up a couple spots here. Yeah, he drops back all the way to 6th. Out in front, Alex still holding on to this one, but for how much longer? Like I said, tires are that important. Derek Pemberton came down pit road on 2-lap fresher tires. And here he is, maybe making contact. Well, there they go. Knew that was going to happen. And there they go. A big one has ensued. Caution flag comes out. The 48, the 9, the 81. Good luck figuring out the rest. Here's a look at it. I think the 81 just came up the racetrack. Yes, he did. And the big one happens here at Michigan. And it took out. Well, he definitely came up. There's a look at your wreck. There's the 9 getting involved, hitting the side of the 81. Brian Kidda makes it through it. That's a pretty good view. See if we can see what happened here from his angle. He sees the smoke, checks up, makes it through it. You know, that's kind of a break, though, for Joe Morgani. And guys like that, as pit road is going to be open, I would guess everybody would come down this time. Here they come, down pit lane. Race Hall pit lane's going to see Alex Rosario win this with ease. Cody Kennedy second, Levi Allen third, Ron Christian Jr. I think. Nope, Gary Smith, Ron Christian Jr. Brian Kidda, Todd Chase, Dylan Goodwin still sitting on pit road. A lot of these guys are just going to take optionals instead of using that quick repair, which I don't know what the 81's doing. Oh, he's trying to play the track position game. He just slows down and goes to the back. Alrighty, so we will be getting ready to go back green here in just a moment. Let's see if the lights go off this time as they hit the pace lights or start finish line. Yeah, so the fast pace lights or laps are on, which is a good thing in my opinion. I like having that. It just makes it better for the broadcast and for these guys. Honestly, I think so anyway. So we wait until the pace car drops off. It'll be just a couple of moments before that happens. Here we go. Pace cars in. Green flag set to come out. Once again, we'll wait for it. Green flag is out as we go into turn 1. Side by side right now for P2 between Cody Kennedy and Dylan Goodwin. Where did my live time go? There it is. And it looks like Dylan's going to be able to... I'm sorry, that's Levi Allen, not Dylan. Paint scheme's got me mixed up a little bit. Cody underneath, Levi here for second place. This one already has a feel for a possible long run, I feel like. Todd Chase back here making a pass on Donnie. He moves up to P8, actually still side by side for that spot. .41 giving that 21 right on the bumper of him. Cody's still on the inside in that 63. All three of these guys right now in the playoff hunt to try to make the Final Four. Once again, if you win this race, you automatically advance to the championship run at Phoenix, which is going to be a very interesting race for a lot of these guys. I feel like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Joe Morgani, new fastest lap. Here we go, side by side. 31 and the 45. This is a battle for fourth place. Ron Christian Jr. trying to take over fourth from Gary Smith. Joe Morgani creeping his way up as well. And Gary going to be able to actually hold it. How about that? Using that high line momentum pays off, especially in 1 and 2. Worked out really nice there. And then here they go, blocking a little bit down the backstretch. Got to be a little bit careful doing that. We've seen what could happen if that does go wrong. Kind of looks like tandem drafting in a way. How about Brian Kidda? He had a great night the other night in the street stocks last night. Here he is in this series now. He's trying to take over 6th place. How about that? Levi Allen, Cody Kennedy, Alex Rosario now 3 wide here for the race lead. Now back down to 2 wide. Now we got 4 car battling here for the top spot. Exactly what Ron Christian Jr. wants to see. He wants to see these guys battling. That will help him close the gap up as well. Here comes Levi now back underneath the 63. These guys have been going back and forth quite a bit in this, especially this run. Even though this run ain't super long, but I feel like it could happen quite a bit here, back and forth. One thing about what I like some of these guys doing, running that middle lane, saving tires a little bit if we do get that long ground in, it could help. One thing about this track is a tire eater, and it's going to be really curious if we stay green who can manage them tires the best. Chris is now underneath the 31. Trying to take back over 4th once again. We've seen Gary defend this spot one time. Don't know if he's going to be able to get it this time, though. He goes up a little bit wider on that 45. Turn 1 and 2 is going to determine that. Gary drives it in deep. Oh, the 45 washed up the racetrack. Here comes the 53 as well underneath. Great pass there by Joe Morgani. That was a great look. And the 53 is going to move up, and he's going to take away P5 with that. Great pass there for the 53. Right now, the lowest of our playoff contenders is Donnie, Brian Young, Todd Chase, and Derek Pemberton. Would be the lowest four. Cody Kennedy said, I want more than second. I want the lead. As now we're single file throughout. Here you go. Cody Kennedy trying to take it away. On the low side. This would be a huge win for Cody. How about Alex trying to get back to the bottom? He is underneath using that apron. Trying to get to that quarter panel to 63. He does. It's going to leave him side by side through 1 and 2. I think Cody might be able to defend this spot using that middle lane. We've seen a couple guys be able to defend, and yeah, he backs out of it a little bit. I don't know if he did this on purpose. Watch for a crossover. Turns left. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He actually checked up a little bit to allow that crossover, and now he will have the preferred line going in to turn 3. Watch for Alex to do the same. He may back out of this a little bit. Unless Levi Allen gets up there and shuts the door on that. He will not. And, yeah, watch for Cody to possibly hit the apron here. I don't think he wants to give up that spot this time by doing the same. No, he's going to allow it. And Alex has not dropped down there. So, Cody Kennedy leads that lap. Good pass. And completes it. Donnie continuing to drop back. His race is not going good. I think he needs a yellow to fix all that damage he's got. I think it's kind of hurting him. This battle for the lead has just been fantastic. Not going to lie. It has been one of the best that we've seen in a while, to be honest. A little bit of a bump put on the 31. Gary Smith almost lost the back end of that car. He is able to hold it. Remember, Gary in the 53 earlier made a little bit of contact. 53 taking a peek to the inside this time. As we are past the halfway point in this race. 2 yellows so far in this one. But it's been green since the early stages. We'll see if that changes. Cody's still out front. Alex led the first part of this race, and that could be tires now starting to play a factor in some of these cars. As you take a look, here's a big pass. Derek Pemberton looked to the inside of the 45. This would help Derek a lot in the points. It would put him inside the top 4, I believe. No, I don't. Let me double check that. Hold on. Yes, it would move Derek up inside the top 4 right now. Levi Allen, Cody Kennedy, Alex Rosario, Cody Kennedy, Joe Morgana. I don't know where to put Derek. Actually, no, he would not still be in the top 4. I'm sitting here looking. I was wrong. Forgot Donnie's not actually in it. Brian's not in it. So Derek needs to make up a couple spots. Actually, everybody inside the top 4 right now is in the playoffs. So Cody Kennedy, Alex Levi, and Joe Morgani. And now Derek Pemberton takes over 5th from the 31. I think Derek's actually got some damage on that car too. He may have took his quick repair, I'm not sure. Good battle here with Levi. Man, there's just battles all over the place right now. Battle up front again, once again for the lead. Coming to lap 30 this time. Cody's still able to hold on for now. Still up front. Cody able to lead that lap once again. Uh-oh. 21 sliding up the racetrack. 63 holding him down a little bit. Oh, what happened to my ticker? Just a second, guys. My ticker went off for some reason. Have to pop that back up. I do apologize. As we still watch the battle for the lead with Cody Kennedy now in 2nd place. There's one on my ticker. Give me just a second, guys. Trying to get it to load up. Alex able to take that gap now between 1st and 2nd and 3rd. Here comes Joe Morgani now to the inside of the 63. The 41, the 81 is also there. Working out of the corner on turn 2. It's got a weird feeling to it, man. I'm going to be honest. Kind of like where Todd Chase is back there in 10th. I think that might be a smart move. I'm just not surprised these guys are able to get kind of packed back up like this. I'm just not a big fan of how these guys are running right now. If I'm, especially right here where Cody's at, and even Derek where he's at, kind of got to be a little bit worried about that, I think. Yep, there they go. Ron Christian Jr. to the inside. He keeps it saved. Brian, oh gosh, Gary Smith slid back up in front. It's a big one for Ron Christians. He did not need that to happen. He comes in here currently in the playoff hunt. We knew it was a matter of time and it would happen. As I think the 53 may just gave a bump to the 21. Joe Morgani going for the lead. On Alex Rosario, I think he saved a little bit of tires, to be honest with you. Alex will use that high side. Levi Allen looks to split both of them. He ain't able to get it. Cody Kennedy, we know's fast. He's been out front a lot. Same as the 21. I believe it's just been them two really out front tonight. '53 side by side now with Levi Allen. Gotta watch this. Both cars getting a little loose. This may help the 63 get a run on both of them. And he does almost make a contact there with the 41. Levi getting a big run on the 53. 53 pulls up in third. Joe Morgani loses that spot to Levi Allen. He falls back to third. Derek Pemberton taking away fifth. So right now, 5 playoff drivers inside the top 5. But 4 will get big points here tonight. One of them will advance. So we'll see who that will be. As Cody Kennedy falling a little bit off the pace here. At least so far, he's able to get a pretty big run here. Here comes Morgani underneath Levi Allen. Morgani trying to get that second position back here. Not going to be able to just yet. Levi sends it in pretty deep here in turn 3 and 4. Check times at the line once they hit it. As Rosario crosses it, that lap for the 21 is a 42.620. Then it's Levi Allen with a 6.63, Morgani with a 6.20. Cody Kennedy a 7.49, and Derek Pemberton at 6.89. That is your top 5. Brian Young, Gary Smith, Brian Kidda, and Ron Christians Jr. Needs to make up a big spot. With so less drivers in here, because there's not a ton of guys. I mean, 8 of these drivers are playoff, so 5 of them are not. So you got to have good runs. You need to beat at least, I'm going to honestly say at least 3 of these playoff guys you need to finish in front of. That way you'll only be like 1 point out of it, and that could happen, next week when we move on. So I believe a short track, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot where it is we go. Actually, we go to Phoenix next week, I believe, and then North Wilkesboro for the championship. I'm sorry, we go to Nashville next week, which is going to be very interesting considering the street stock race. Todd Chase Jr. on pit road. I don't know if that's scheduled, but he will go a lap down. Could be scheduled, but 40 laps in his stint, or almost 40, coming to 40 in this stint next time by. It could be. If it is, it's going to be big for Todd Chase because he will have fresh tires. If you do have to pit, I mean, you got to pit now. Don't wait till lap 35 or 45. You pit now if you have to pit, that is. If you don't, I think you can actually run almost 50 laps on a tank of gas, to be honest. Oh, Levi gets really loose. Alex Serra still out front. Levi second. Joe Morgani. Cody Kennedy getting a gap closed up on him with Derek Pemberton running P5. And here comes Alex. I'm sorry, here comes Levi, not Alex. Brian Young also closing in on the top 5. He's actually been pretty fast too. Whoa, what just happened back here? Here we go. The 81 underneath Cody Kennedy. Big pass there for Derek Pemberton. He takes that spot away. Now he's going to try to set sights on third as well. As they're side by side. Oh, this is going to be close racing. Maybe made contact. These guys are not been friendly with each other for some reason. Oh, there they go. And the 53 is going to lose spots. I thought that was it. Oh, the 53 just hit Brian Young. Both lose a lot of time. Brian Young able to keep it more going to Morgani. Morgani now would be in a little bit of trouble as he's now under attack. Well, Todd Chase is going to go around him with fresh tires. But Dylan Goodwin is on pit lane. I think that is, not sure if that's scheduled or not. Yes, it is, I guess, for him anyway. Cody Kennedy puts pressure on. Oh, look at this mess. Todd Chase with fresh tires. He is not going to slow down. He needs to race hard here and try to get that lap back. Like I said, I don't know why he exactly pitted. Look at this. 3 wide, Todd Chase on the bottom. Not a lot of room between the 86 and 63. Or the 9, we could say. Todd's got fresher tires, so he is faster than both of these guys, but he's got pinched down a little bit. That's exactly what Derek Pemberton wants to see. Oh, there they go. Oh, Brian Young trying to save it. And he does. However, oh, man, who was that? Back there slinging sideways. That was Dylan Goodwin, I believe. So Cody was able to clear Brian that time. Levi still trying to run down Alex. As we are coming to lap 44 here in this one. You know, Derek would probably just be happy if he's able to get a top 4. I think that would be happy for him. This man can't save tires for crap, especially in a place like this. Brian Young, side by side. Look at this mess. Oh, there's no way. Yep, contact. 63 is going to go up. Cody Kennedy may smack the wall. He does. Caution's going to come out. Hard contact for Cody Kennedy. And I'm going to be honest, he will not be happy with this. He was one of the fastest cars in here tonight. Here's your replay. 86 and the 63 making contact. Sending Cody up the wall. That may not be finished yet between the 63. If he gets back to the 86, yeah. Pit road's going to be open. You've got to take tires here. You've got to come down and take tires. Don't look for any gas, but tires are a must. You cannot hang out because, I mean, these guys are quite a bit off the pace, in my opinion, anyway. They're about 2 seconds off the pace, I think. Give or take a little bit on that. But we know fresh tires play off. We've seen Todd Chase was, able to run these guys down pretty quick and hang with them pretty good. So I just like the idea of coming down and taking tires. That's my opinion. They've been out there for a while. If you haven't used your fast repair, honestly, if you haven't used it, I probably still wouldn't use it, to be completely honest. Because you may have another caution here. And you may be the caution. Todd Chase is going to get the lucky dog. He will come back down pit lane, by the way. If you don't, you're crazy. So there they go, into the box. It's going to be a big race off pit road. You got to make sure you don't miss your box here. Everybody looks as good. 63 used his fast repair. He's going to take that damage repair and get a clean car. Race off pit road. There comes the 86. I think he took 2. I think a few guys took 2 tires. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Brian Young takes 2. Big race there between, I don't know if Derek got him or not. Big race there between Alex and Derek off pit road. It'll be interesting. Brian Young and Bobby Goodwin both take 2 tires. Ron Christensen comes out 5th. Joe Morgani 6th. Levi comes out 7th. Levi had a long pit stop. He spent a total of 24 seconds in his box. We'll see how that outcome affects him. .48 is going to get the wave around, which I don't think it's going to affect him too much. He was just on pit road, so good to see him get that. Now every car back on the lead lap, I believe. Actually, no, Dylan will still be a lap down. Pace lights are off. This will be not a green, white checker. But this is going to be a very interesting restart. These two guys, this is interesting by Brian Young here. I mean, he needs, like, to me, this could be his playoffs. It's either going to benefit him or he's in trouble. I feel like he's going to be in trouble, honestly, more than not. But who knows? Here we go. Brian Young going up to the very high lane so nobody can do it. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. But we'll see. As pace car is in. 3 laps to go here at the line. Green flag's out. They just stacked them up in the back. And this is all chaos. Somebody's about to get turned. I can see it now. That's probably going to be looked at by a lot of these race controls. I don't know what happened. Here's more contact between, well, 81.3 wide. Sure, this would be a big pass if there. Oh, the 63's in the wall. Cody Kennedy hard into the wall. He's going to be not done, but that's definitely going to hurt them playoff chances. Battle going to be up front. Brian Young still holding off Alex Vasario. Out of turn 4. Brian Young will get 2 laps to go. Big wreck behind him. Caution's going to come out in this one. There it is. Going to be honest, I don't think you hit pit road now. We're going to look at, and oh man. Playoff implications. Donnie involved. Cody Kennedy involved. Brian Kennedy involved. Brian Kennedy not part of the playoffs, but still involved. And here's a look at this. Brian comes up the racetrack. And then right there, just more contact. Just a racing deal between that. The 63 goes for a ride. And honestly, I think Cody might still be in this. I don't know. I think he used his quick repair, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Todd Chase involved. He did use his quick repair. Playoff implications for him. Now what do you do? Well, they about wrecked. Alex almost got in the back of Brian right here under yellow. That would have been bad. Like, honestly, if you're really Derek Pemberton, that's what I was about to say. That's a big move. Bobby Goodwin comes down. This is going to be an interesting. Oh, what just happened? Oh, this might blow up. Maybe not. Oh, the 48 get away where I was back in the wall a little bit. So the pace light's about to go off here once again. As we get set to go back green here in just a moment. Here we go. Coming back to the green flag this time. Green, white, checkered. Ready to drop down. Brian Young still on 2 tires. Going to try to hold off his 21. Last time we had problems with the restarts. We'll see what happens here. We're tightening up just a little bit as the green flag gets ready to wave. Green flag set. And we are green flag. Green, green, green. Once again here. Crazy start that time as well. Christensen going to be battling now. Joe Morgani on that outside. Morgani going to be able to take his spot away with ease. Wow, he drove right around him. It's going to be interesting if Morgani does catch the back of that 81. What will happen? Will we see contact between the two? Or will they just let them finish? Right now, all 4 drivers inside the top 4 are playoff contenders. Be big right here if Derek can get around Alex as well. As the white flag going to be displayed this time. Can Brian Young hold off this 86 or can hold off the 21? Derek Pemberton underneath the 21. Alex goes to the high line. Watch for the run the 21 gets on that 86. Watch for a block. Yep, there we go. 3 wide now. Down the backstretch for the lead. Derek moves up to the high line. He's going to try to follow the 21. Underneath. Oh, there's a bump from the 82. 81 more. He's got to go. Coming back to the line. And did he really just try to? Really, Derek? And Brian Young, Alex Rosario will win at Michigan. And here's a look at the finish. I don't understand what Derek was even doing. He literally just took himself out of this playoff chase or championship hopes by basically turning right into somebody. That makes 0 sense. Anyway, Alex Rosario, Ron Christian Jr., Levi Allen finishes 3rd. Joe Morgani 4th. Congratulations to Alex Rosario picking up the win. Alex, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
P1 tonight. Moving on to the Final Four. Probably one of the favorites as well when we head to North Wilkesboro. Talk us through tonight. That was a fun race to watch.
Oh, man. I love Michigan, dude. I love these 2-mile treks so much in these cars. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race, man. Tires looked like was a big issue for some guys. I mean, Brian did a pretty good job with the 2-tire stop, but overall 4 tires worked out. Talk about that move that you made. You went up to the high line to make that pass.
Really? I was carrying too much speed, and I knew Brian had to brake, so I made a last minute or last second decision to go up to that high side, hoping he was going to be slow on the bottom.
For sure.
And I got the run on the back straight, so that's really all that matters on that one.
For sure on that one, man. Well, either way, it worked out good for you picking up the win. You know how to do it. You've been here plenty of times. Shout-outs and all that.
Shout out to my team at Firelight. Shout out to Ron and Brian for doing really, really good this race. Yeah.
Hey, good
Shout
job,
out
buddy.
to you guys, of course.
Hey, go win this championship in a couple weeks.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Next up, Ron Christian Jr. going to finish in P number 2. Ron, it worked out great for you tonight.
Wow. I don't know how we did that there.
I mean, honestly, you was hanging around 5th or 6th most of the night and worked your way up a little bit, and everything started falling apart in front of you, but you was able to work out of here with 3rd or 2nd place finish. That's got to be nice, especially with playoffs and stuff.
Yeah, that was an adventure. I struggled a bit, had her sideways at one point, Dukes of Hazzard style, and then missed shifts everywhere, and then everything went wrong in front of me and got a good run. That was fortunate.
Yeah, man, it definitely works out. Finishing 2nd tonight, playoffs a big factor. What's your thoughts going into Phoenix next week?
Phoenix is, man, I struggle there too. Flat track, I need some banking, but we'll figure it out. We're in a good spot, way better than I thought we'd be, so that was a bit of a freebie in my book.
Hey, take it where you can get it, man. Shout out to all that you want to give out tonight. Good run.
Shout out to you again for a great broadcast, and we'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Hey, good job, buddy. Go out there and see if you can make it to the championship.
For sure. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
buddy. Next up, we got the 41 of Levi Allen, putting it in third place. Levi, you got a copy. Hey, man, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
There he is. P3 tonight. I feel like this is probably a good finish for you, honestly, because now we go to some tracks that's more your style of racing. How do you feel about third place tonight?
Oh, I'm amazed because I was slow in practice. I thought I was going to do pretty bad tonight, but I was up there with Alex for a while, and before the yellow came out for 10 laps to go, I thought I had something for him, but he was pulling away, so I figured he was saving.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I thought I was gonna finish like 5th or something after that pit road incident because I was slow coming out. But somehow everybody messed up at the finish there, and I got underneath everybody and got 3rd.
Was tires a big issue on the long run?
Yeah, because my right front was at 23%
Oh,
when we pitted last time.
So it's probably a good thing we did have that late race caution. Finishing third, man. Good run for you. Shout out to anything you want to give out tonight.
I'd like to thank Rad Plus Plus, Narrative Coffee Company, Trackside Racing Network. I'd like to thank you for broadcasting. I'd like to thank Raze Energy for sponsoring this race, and if they still do.
They do.
I don't know.
They do. Either way, good job tonight, man. Finishing third.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. There you go. That would do it for us tonight, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. That was definitely interesting. Congratulations to our top 4. That's the main thing. Joe Morgana, Levi Allen, Ron Christian Jr., Alex Rosario. They're not locked in. Well, Alex is. So we'll see how that all works out. But that'll do it for me. Hope everybody has a great night. Y'all take care and God bless.